Baby. It's my favorite thing. This one. Okay, I don't know what my sister is doing, but I'm gonna talk about me. And I'm gonna talk about this F&F remix, and I'm gonna talk about how it's going up. And I'm gonna talk about how you give a verse with something to remember. So every time I write a verse, right, I always think about how you started, and I always think about what sticks out. It's so important how you start a verse. You always have to be brawly. You always have to be bold. You always have to be standing out. And F&F remix is just that. I feel like it was so like laid back, but at the same time so good, because I didn't even get my all, but y'all eating it up because I knew that I would touch women. I would touch women. And when I rap, it's always to touch women. It's not about these. Okay, my sister is on here. I see her. Give me 1 second. Okay. But when I rap, it's to touch women. It's never R-E-E, hold up, stop it. Not only in dollars, but in respect, with consistency. Y'all play games. We ain't letting these play games. 2022. Wake up! Okay, hold on. Hey, little boy. Alive, y'all. I am a married woman. Okay. Okay. There is my baby, my queen. What's up?
Hi, babe. How are you?
Cause you hear me?
I can hear you, and you look so fucking pretty.
Nicki, I'm at the arena waiting for the bus to take off.
Why are you looking so pretty and sexy?
I'm a super freaky motherfucking girl. I gotta represent.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucking mix. What are you talking about? I gotta represent at all motherfucking times for the queen mix. I always
I'm out. So, what you was talking to them about? Fill me in.
I want everybody to know, because I think that as the Sagittarius, we really don't give a fuck. Like, we don't give a fuck what nobody think about us. We stand on what we believe in, and we so bitchy to others, but we really are just loyal, and we solid, and we don't play with fake shit. And when we call it out, people get mad and say we bitches. But I want everybody to know how sweet of a person you is, how good of a person you is, and how helpful a person you is. And you don't never ask for clout. Like, I can send you something, I can ask you something, and you want to be honest. And I'm an honest person. And that's why I'm so glad that, like, me and you are cool, because I know that I can send you something, you're going to be dead ass honest. And you're not going to care what I think. And that's the same thing as me. And I want the world to know how much of a good person you are. Because I think that they are so obsessed with making you a bad guy. And I think they've been doing it so long that you don't even care no more that you wear the title well. And you are killing this with the title. But you are such a good person. You are such a person, like you are.
Well, thank you for saying that. And as a Sagittarius, you already know we always throwing the Sagittarius card in there, because we know we are the best sign. And so we can recognize things in another Sagittarius that people can't really see. You know what I'm saying? So with you, I've always gotten a very down-to-earth, genuine, vibe from you once we started speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I was seeing on the internet prior to that, and when a lot of shit was going on and a lot of shit was being said that I didn't like, I wouldn't have ever known how you really were. You know what I'm saying? And so it makes me understand better, like, how people judge me all the time, right? Because we do such a great job of wearing the fact that we don't give a fuck on our sleeve, that sometimes we don't realize that people might need to see that we're a good human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
I feel like we are so much of this shit, and we have so much talent that we feel like we don't have to be likable. We feel like our talent speaks. Like, I feel like that. I feel like, okay, people don't really like me like that, but when I put out a verse, they eat it up, and they like me for that. I don't have to be likable because I'm talent. So I don't have to be nothing else but what I came here for, and that's to be a rapper. That's what Sagittarius feel like, and that's what I get from you. Like, you feel like I don't have to be likable because I motherfucking got a talent. Like, and when we spoke and I explained it to you, it took for me to get in this game and to become an artist, to know and respect what you have done for the game. And I told you, to Nicki, I think I did 2 albums so far. I'm about to be on my 3rd one, and it's not easy. It's not. And I've been in studio sessions, and I put on albums of yours, and I'm like, how the fuck this bitch do that?
Yeah, and that was one of the realest things you said to me. That was one of the realest things anybody ever said to me in this game. The thing is that a person can apologize to you till they blue in the face, right? A person can say, oh, let's just let this shit go, let's let it die down. But with me, and I knew you knew exactly what to say on that phone call. You knew exactly what was going to bring me back off the ledge, because I was about to jump.
What I felt is what I knew. It's what my engineers can tell you. Like, when they see me in the studio, when they see me getting into my craft, and when I tell them to put on and how I speak of you, I'll say, what the fuck? When I listen to these songs. But I was listening to you when I was working at Whole Foods, and I was in the freezer, and I was packaging my lunch. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, getting ready for my shit, and then I got so caught up with relatable, and I didn't think about talent. So when I had gotten the game, and I said, you know what? It takes talent. You can't be just relatable to keep putting out these records. You have to have talent. And the respect changed. I said, Nicki Minaj really has talent to keep putting out these bodies of projects that make sense, that sound good, that flow. That's what you said, because when we did the phone call, it was a moment on that call where I was like, I went up to a level probably like 9 on my anger scale. Yeah. I'm like, hold on.
But it's just.
I said, oh my.
But
over with.
But again, it was just so genius that because you're a fucking Sagittarius, right? You were the only person on the call that knew, and I want to make sure I make this clear, that knew what to say to me to calm me down so that I could be back to listening instead of talking and going hard and you know, doing the most. Because whenever a person makes you feel that they speaking from a genuine place and they know what you've gone through, it's not about somebody complimenting you about where you are. It's about what the fuck you've gone through. And when you said to me one time, you know, like, yo, I realized once I got in this shit how strong you've had to fucking be to still be here 15 years later. And now I can say that as a woman, okay? Not as a dick eater, as a woman, as a woman, to be able to say, now that I have experienced walking in your shoes for a little bit, I can now give you your props as a woman, because you know what? I didn't understand what it took to be in your position. So I lashed out, or maybe I went with the crowd and I, whatever. But now that I can speak from a place of experience, I want to let you know, as a woman, I feel fucked up for saying this or doing this. I want to let you know, I know what you've gone through, and sometimes that's all people need to hear. It's not about compliments. I don't give a fuck about compliments. So many people hit me all the time, trying to, whether it's making amends or moving on. However, they don't know what to say to me. You see, they think just going over the surface or complimenting me. I don't want no fucking body compliments. Or did somebody just told me I look like Edward Scissorhands? Bitch, fuck you. No, but look, all I be wanting to know, because again, and some people say I'm too much of a forgiving person, but I have to be, because I'm human and I make mistakes every day, right? But it's different to forgive somebody who just talking and they just talking, versus forgiving somebody that's showing you, listen, in all humility, I can see how I went about that wrong. It's just that, sis, I didn't know what the fuck you had gone through to get where you've been, and now that I know, I'm giving it up. That's all. That's all. Sometimes
are regular, and when you're regular, you're not in this industry. This is a different ballgame. When you are a writer and you go in these studios and you have to stand 10 toes down against everything and what you believe in and your ideas. And I'm like, damn, imagine Nicki Minaj. Like, put on a pink print. I gotta hear this. Because when I wrote Top Notch, and that's one of everybody's favorite verses, I had to put on Welcome to the Party remix. And I had to study it. I'm like, she went all different ways. And I'm like, okay, so this is a New York beat. And when we, as female rappers, when we go in the studio, we have to study Nicki Minaj. And that's just the truth. It's just the truth. And as a writer, I have to get inspiration. And I go to Nicki and I saw my engineers, I said, God damn, this bitch cold. I know for so many motherfucking years. And when you pick the right idols and you pick the right people to study, your talent goes far. And J. Cole said it. I study my idols. You have to study people, and you have to write that shit down. And that's when my best verses come about, when I study. And I go in the studio and I write my shit down from my head and how I'm feeling, but also how will Nicki approach this motherfucking beat. But my craft is to always leave a memorable verse. And when I put something out, when I send a verse, every time I send a verse, I have to like it. I have to like that verse before I release it. I don't care about nothing else in the world. I have to like it.
That's right.
To release it, because that's my talent. That's all I have to my name is my motherfucking talent.
Right. And that's right. You have to be the biggest fucking critic of you. Because once it goes out there, you can't take it the fuck back. But that's real shit, that you're taking your shit seriously, as you should. And you see that people notice, right? Like, the thing is that I think that for a while, people may have started thinking that the listener don't notice. That's not true. A song don't gotta be a top 10 song. Oh, hey, Jade. That's my other Sagittarius boo. I'm trying to bag her, JT. That's my but the thing is, JT, like, it doesn't matter if a song is on the Billboard Hot 100. It could be on the Billboard Top 500, right? What stands the test of time is going to be the skill and the talent. So that's why I was saying, like, y'all, I just put out this song with Blue, and I was telling people, yo, if y'all think people ain't still out here checking for real R&B the way y'all checking for real rap, let this show you guys. Because look, Blue He done had a song with Drake. He had a song with Wayne and Chris Brown. He had a song with me. And I just wanted to tell people, it's not about the quick gimmicky stuff and going viral. You would be surprised how many people just listen for the fucking talent, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So look. So now, when this is all said and done, a year from now, or 2 years from now, 3 years from now, they still gonna be pulling up they fave JT's verse. It might not be on the biggest JT song. You feel me? They gonna be pulling up their favorite JT verse. And if you keep on fucking doing that, do you know what the fuck happens one day? One day, bitches don't got no choice but to motherfucking respect you. They don't got no choice but to, when you come in the room, move around.
First day out, it happened. It did not chart. It did not go nowhere, but they still speak about that verse right now. I wrote that verse in my prison cell. I didn't have no beat, no nothing. I had to P did the beat, got twisted to do the beat. When I couldn't even hear it. I wrote that whole song in my prison cell.
Wow.
No help.
Wow.
And I was straight out of prison, and I had anxiety. I literally just was in prison, and I was coming back into a new world. And Pete, like, you have to do this right now. And I'm like, right now? He's like, right now. And a beat to me did not go with the song, but I had to lay it down. And to this day, everybody said, I love your first day out. And talk shit about that song. And they was like, it didn't chart, it didn't go nowhere. But that song still lived with so many people because they heard the passion. They knew it was all me. And I didn't have no beat to work with. I was in my prison cell and I wrote the song down by myself. So I understand what you say 100% when you say about charting and all that. I don't even care. Like, I know that, for example, with remixes, sometimes we don't even get credit. But my Said Something verse is like my biggest verse. I never got credit for that. I never cared for credit for that. But when I go in a club and they play that motherfucking verse and they say JT, I said, Money Bag, as a Sagittarius, you know how we is. We very controlling. But we know what we like. Put me first. Let me tell you how to format this song. Let me tell you how to format this song. This is how this song should go. Get me full control. And that's like, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got credit for it, not on the chart, not nowhere. But it's when I play it on stage and my tour, when I play it anywhere, it go up. It's not about credit, it's about talent. It's about putting your all in this. When you look at them writers' credit and you see my motherfucking name, and you know that's what I do.
But listen, Jatavia, girl, listen, okay? The point is, I'm going to give you an example that I never want you to forget for the rest of your life, okay? What do you think charted higher on the Billboard Hot 100? Monster or Starships? Let's use that as an example. Okay? Now, y'all keep on asking to see my face. I don't know what more of my motherfucking face y'all going to see, babe. Look, here's what I want you to always remember, JC, okay? Let all these people right now fight for who could get, all the attention, who could pop their pussy the widest, who could, be disrespectful the most, whatever, right? And if you stay focused on that motherfucking pen, you watch what the fuck is gonna happen. Let them. I've been able to witness this shit for a long time, right? And some people take your advice and some people don't. I remember when I worked with Bia, I was telling her a lot of things, right? And for the most part, she was receptive. And as a woman and as an intelligent creative, there were some things that she didn't want to hear at that moment. And then after we finished, doing what we had to do, she sent me a message one day and she said, "Bitch, you was right about everything." And I'm not going to get into it because that's her business, you know what I'm saying? But it was so many different things on a personal level and on a professional level she didn't want to hear at that time. But I knew she needed to hear it. Because one thing about me, and you'll know this as a Sag, the people we care about the most is the people who we are the most blunt with And it's because we're trying to help them so bad, because we always say to ourselves, I wish I had a friend like this. I wish everybody was like this with me. I wish everybody just tell me the truth, be honest with me, you know. However,
that we love, we not honest with the people we don't love. We don't care. But
we don't care. So what I'm saying is, Bia came back as a real ass fucking bitch and said, look, bitch, you know what? You was right about certain things I didn't want to hear at that time, right? And now she and I have, you know, we were able to develop this particular bond. So my thing is to you, everybody not gonna want to hear shit when I say it, because they think it's for whatever motives, whatever reason. They still not understanding. I don't give it. I'm good. I'm not gonna lose or gain nothing by telling you something or trying to say something for the wrong reason. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, if you ask any motherfucking body what charted higher on the Hot 100 for, you know, out of, for instance, like I said, Monster or I don't know, Starships or many other songs. Well, right? They gon' know. Monster was not a huge Billboard Hot 100 hit. No.
It lived on. Like, you turn that bitch on, we gonna turn up.
But you know that. It's iconic because the discipline, the time, and the skill that the listener can hear that you put into it is what makes them be like, nah, I might have to give it up for her in a different way. And it's gonna stand the test of time. You understand? So never care about that shit. You gotta keep putting your motherfucking work in. You see hit records, they come. But that is not what the fuck you supposed to be rapping for.
Supposed to rap for that pen. And that's why I respect you so much. I respect you, and I let everybody know. I said, Nicki, like, she wears the bad guy title because she don't give a fuck. That's me. I don't give a fuck. That's what me when I get in trouble with anything. And my label will tell you, like, I don't care. I wear it. I'm like, okay, I said it. I don't care. But you are such a good person, and people need to know that. And it's like, when I'm in doubt, I said, let me send this to Nicki. She's going to tell me the truth. And I remember one time I sent you a song, and you said, I love this song, but you should change this part. You should do that. And I took your advice. I said, I'm going to listen to Nicki because she's a writer. She's a Sagittarius, and you know, you're a mother. You're the mother of rap. Like, I did that that whole song myself, and I did that for the heart. And I'm
the mother of all the generations. I'm just the mother of the new generation. So let's make that clear, because we have, you know,
not back in the days. Like, I'm 20.
Yeah.
And I really don't know too much, but this generation, you are the mother, and to be able to have your number, you in my corner, that's big. A lot of people don't have that, because play that shit. Like, you don't fuck with too many people. So for me to even have that and have your opinion, that's everything. And like I said, you push me. You gave me the confidence that I need. I know that I'm talented, but I'm always shy. Like, I'm always shy because sometimes when my opinions come out, people bat them down. And I be like, yo, this is a good idea. Why nobody not listening to me? And when you came, you said, you got 8 bars. I'm so scared. I said, damn, I don't want to get it. I like it. And I turned it in. And I appreciate you for that right there. That right there just made my career, like, thrive. That's a highlight of my career. And I'm being honest, I've been out since 2019. The COVID hit. I was in the house for 2 years. I never had my moment to feel like a star or feel appreciated. You gave me a moment. I didn't have that moment since. In my feelings, I turned myself in the day of In My Feelings. Drake album came out, and I went. So I never had that moment, and I thought that moment would never come. And you gave that moment in real time to showcase my talent with Nicki Minaj. I didn't know who was on the song. I didn't care. Everybody on the song is talented, but it was a Nicki Minaj song, and it was going on your platform. And I'm like, let me do my thing, and I appreciate you for that, like, deep.
Well, now it's time to turn up, bitch, cause, and you know, we gonna be doing a lot of other stuff that the people don't know about. And you know, it's not always a song or a feature, y'all. But I will just say again that I had such a fucking great experience with this shit. With working with all of y'all. I want us to do a little IG with all of us if we can. But it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that I feel like I'm in such a good place mentally that I can now transfer it to people in my close space, you know, without feeling like, oh, I can't drop this jewel to this person, you know, this person ain't signing me, this person. No, I'm in such a great mental space, thank God. That
those girls you told me about, I really, really want you to do that song.
Say that again, JT.
The girls you told me about, I really want you to do that song. I'm not.
Oh no, don't say nothing.
I'm not, but I really want you to do that song, and I feel like that'll be a good look for you to sign them. And I feel like I love those girls. Those girls remind me of me in my group, and I love that song when you introduced it to me because I didn't know nothing about it. You told me about the song, and a lot of people love to say, "Oh, Nicki don't work with female rappers," and she this, she that. But Nicki introduced me to new female rappers, and I was like, "How are these girls?" And I'm gonna listen to it. I liked it. I want you to do that song, and I want you to sign those girls. They are the future.
I'm signing more than just two girls. You know, when the kids start doing shit, child, everybody gonna start trying to do it. But the thing is, let it be from the heart. Here's what I say. I never wanted to sign people because I'm an artist, and I always said this to people behind the scenes. I used to say, listen, if I cannot give an artist what I know they fucking deserve, I'm not gonna sign them. Because I'm not about to sign nobody and ruin their life or ruin their career. No. I'd rather just be like, nope, goodbye, you know. So my thing is now I'm at the place in my mind, my spirit, everything, that I'm ready to sign new people. And I have a lot of people. I haven't spoken to you guys about it yet, but it will happen soon, y'all. Don't worry. But yes, I'm looking for females, and I already have some females. You know, so it's rappers and singers and groups and all of that. And when the time is right, y'all know how I am. I'll be waiting to share it. Oh, and also men, not just females. So I'm also signing men, and I already have signed someone, but I'm not gonna say too much.
It's gonna be good. I can't wait till you. Such a good person. I'm tired of you in this bad. I love that you read a bad guys thing though. Like,
oh, everybody the bad guy now too, child. No, but I love
that shit because that's told me I'm always in trouble. Like I'm always in trouble. It's always JT. Like JT said, she made me cry.
Well, I could tell you was a troublemaker because you was the one saying all types of crazy shit and doing diss records against me in the car when you was in the car. How that song go? That song right now.
My diss song is saying, wait, what it say? Nicki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the street. So I was in my Jeep, my Lucy, racist.
No, finish it. Keep it going.
Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I scared. Nicki ain't even fucking street. Nicki ain't in the fucking. Nicki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries.
Bitch.
You know when the groceries too heavy and you drop it at the door?
Mm-hmm.
With you in my delusional mind, in my little Jeep, in my scammer days, I was just so mad. Like I don't know why I was so mad. I'm sorry.
Well, so okay. So how much money you made the most in your scammer days?
Oh, I made some money in my scammer days, bro. I made some money. Like when I was hitting the road and I was going up. Like I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to make the federal government mad.
Okay, just say.
I don't want to make Judge Antonaga mad because I know she's proud of me that I'm doing my thing right now. And the prosecutor's like, they didn't think that I'll be this big, but I made some guap, and I was in my motherfucking Chanel bags, and I was in my Gucci. See, they like to make my mug shots viral, but they don't want to show when I was in my Chanel and I was in my Gucci. And I was doing my thing, and I remember you had to kind Chanel bag, and I had to run up and Saks to get that. You remember that colorful Chanel bag, the boy bag that you had?
And I went viral for sitting there and holding and
Yes.
looking crazy. But wait, listen. My mugshot is iconic because it was used on the Run tour with J and B. That's my mugshot up there for busting some bitch head wide the fuck open. And if any of you hoes want to get your heads bust the fuck open, let me know, bitch. Okay? Because you know what I'm saying, a lot of bitches be talking, yapping. They don't got no motherfucking stripes, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to let everybody know, the queen, the kid, had to do it. You know why I had to bust her head open, JT?
Why?
Because I don't know why she did that, but I guess it was jealousy. She tried to like start with me or whatever because the other girls where we was working was liking me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of little, you know, lesbian and stuff going on, whatever they are. So, you know, two of the girls, the girls that I think she like was showing me a little bit too much attention. And so one day but I've been knew her from my block and she never acted this way to me. But as soon as I stepped to work, she just get a new energy because all of my friends wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So I guess her a job, whatever. She do this, and we ended up having a little scuffle. But you know how when you having a little scuffle, especially in a restaurant in front of mad people, everybody here they come look all greasy and sweaty with they white robes on from the kitchen, breaking us up and doing the fucking most, right? So it lasted for like 2.5 seconds. And and she was like mad taller than me, right? But she started it. Let me make sure I tell y'all she started it. And she was taller than me, a lot taller than me. So then, girl, why I go in the bathroom and I see, and you know when you look in the mirror after you have a fight, when you know just to see your face. Why, bitch, I had a tiny little motherfucking scratch right here. A tiny scratch because, bitch, I used to wear glasses. So look, when I realized that the bitch, and it was, I think, Chloe. Yeah, it was Chloe. When I realized that in my little scuffle, the bitch made a scratch get on my face. I went back out there and I was so mad. I didn't say a word. I fucking went, wrapped up all my silverware, cleaned up all my tables. I had to clean up like my 5 tables. Cleaned up. I had to wrap up my silverware and my steak knives. And when it was done, I went and got a big ass motherfucking mug, bitch. You know them TGI Friday mugs, they mad fucking thick. Why I tell the mug, and bitch, I not just did it, but bitch, I ran into it. I ran while she was sitting there yapping with her bitches. I probably was trying to show up. So I took the thing and I ran, and I said, boom, bitch.
You know, a Sagittarius just cannot let nobody have it or win.
No. So, bitch, when I said I ran, jumped, then did the boom cack, and then the bitch gonna turn around and start saying, well, I'm not gonna tell you what she started saying yet. She had her steak knife and started trying to charge me, bitch. She started trying to run after me. Now, mind you, I don't got nobody there because I was the new one to the job. And so, but it just so happened, my boyfriend at the time, bitch, when I tell you God is good, here he go walking up the escalator and seeing something crazy happening that he didn't know. So he ran to her and started holding her like, no, wait, what happened? Because he saw her with the steak knife chasing me. Bitch, when you know how like when something happens, but it's your adrenaline. And so because of the adrenaline, you don't realize what's happening. Her adrenaline was rushing so bad, she didn't realize her shit was split, right? And I guess when she finally saw all the blood that was coming out her head, she just like fell on the floor. And it was just, I'm talking about a pool of blood dripping out her head. And she started saying, I got a daughter. And I was like, you didn't think about your daughter. You didn't think about your daughter when you just, for no reason, picked a fight with me. And she ended up spending days, DAYS, in the hospital for Christmas after just giving birth to her beautiful baby.
Merry Christmas. So, like,
and I'm not proud of that. I just wanted to tell the story, you know, because it goes to show, and I'll be telling people this all the time. It goes to show the devil could come and do one little thing in your life, hype you up for 1 second, and that one little moment could have ended everything for me. You understand? Mm-hmm. I had to be on the run, bitch. I was on the run before I was on the run tour. Okay. But I bet you that girl learned her lesson. I bet you she ain't never pick on nobody after that. And number two though, JT, I learned that you have to try so hard to have self-control, mama. Because these little peons, these little fucking duds, they sent by the devil to try to antagonize you. Never give them what they want. You hear what I'm saying? You experience being locked. You experience being locked up like a fucking animal when you knew who you are.
Like I've been in jail. Like I have not, like, growing up. I did not live with my mom. My mom had a drug addiction, so I couldn't live with her. And as I got older, I had to take care of myself. And when I was taking care of myself, in the midst of that, I was like, just, outside. I was living, and I